So you've just seen me struggling putting this thing on the ramp. The other day, I hit a speed bump that I didn't see. Yeah, unpainted, massive, absolute mountain of a thing. And yeah, ended up smashing the sump on the S4. So all the oil fell out of it. And when I got here, I leaked about a litre and a half or something on the floor. I didn't know at the time, but it's quite low, and these sit quite low anyway. Just going to remove the anti-roll bar so I can get to the bolts at the back, and yeah, weld the sump up and just throw some oil in, hope she's okay. I think it'll be fine. It sounded fine when I shut it off. There's no horrible noises, but there's a lot of oil under here. The turbo's leaking. There's a lot of oil. Yeah, turbo's been leaking for some time. Need to get to the time to take the engine out. I was going to just do it as one piece, but I've got too much on, so just get this running and then hope that it's okay, because if it's not okay, I'll have to, if it's not okay, I'll have to buy another engine anyway and throw that in. So yeah, I've got a crack here, crack there, and obviously can't weld that with bean oil all over it. Definitely have to take it apart and yeah, just see what she's saying. Very annoying. Been borrowing my mum's car for the past 2 days. So nice one, mum, over the weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna probably put this on a time lapse whilst I take it out, and we'll investigate after. 4 13s for the anti-roll bar. That one's like chocolates. That's no good. Not what we want. But that one came off. Need new impact gun. The one fell off the cupboard and died. So. This bolt is just spinning, so I'm gonna cut the bolt off and put a new bolt in. So 10mm for all the sub bolts. Decent best. Worst part is, every time you work on a car and you've got dirty hands like this, you always want to itch your nose. Well annoying. So that's the pickup point on the 2.7. This is your oil pump, and then it takes oil through here, and then it takes it all the way up to the head. Like I was saying before, I was looking up there just to see, I don't know if you can notice, cap and the bolt of the rod there, there's still oil on there. Walk over to the bench now, fix these holes. So massive hole there, there's a crack here, another crack at the back there, and then there's just a few bits floating about, but it personally just looks like fragments of this breaking, to be honest. Doesn't look like anything else. There's nothing that's soft. This looks like it's part of the crack. I'm gonna give it a bath of brake cleaner and acetone or whatever I've got lying about, some sort of solvent, get all that oil out of it, and then yeah, have a look at cleaning her out, and I'll show you the process of how I'm gonna weld this up, because it's not gonna be fun, never is, but it's doable. Throw that in, wash. I would have took the sensor out, but it looks like it's had a repair before I've been here. It's got some putty on the bottom of it, so that's a shame. Could do with a spray bottle for that, to spray it rather than pouring. A bit of a waste, but let's find a brush. Oh, she dirty. So you can see where it's blown through there, so there's one big gaping hole. There's another crack there, so that's going to be another hole. And then one right near the sump plug there. And then there's one just on the inside here. And then there's a crack just down there as well. So anything that's, I find that, same with wheels, you want to preheat stuff and try and get as much contaminants out. And because this is oil, obviously it gets more viscous with a bit of heat, so if you heat this up, whatever oil's still in the crack, because there will be some, it'll help it weep out a little bit. You won't always get it, it's always going to be hard to weld, but better your chances of a better repair just by doing a couple of easy steps. Don't want this to leak again until I take the engine out again. So what we'll do is I'll just pass with no filler, run it over. I've got it about 130 on the pedal, but don't really know how much I'll be using because I'll be just on the pedal. Just trying to fuse it together now, just to trying to get the contaminants out. I'll do both sides and then just see where we end up. So that's just the first pass blowing over with the torch. As you can see, it might have blown out. Obviously it was really thin here, but there was so much contaminants in there, it just kind of blows the contaminants out of it, which is kind of what we're after really. Same with this. I could have gone in with a Dremel to clean it all up, but I find you're just wasting your time. Just use the torch, blow the contaminants out as much as you can, and obviously highlights a path for you now. So what I'll do is I'll clean this out as much as I can. I'll clean the back side of this again, and I'll run a pass over this, and then I'll come from the inside. Same with this. Fill that hole in from this side first, and then I'll come in from the inside and just build some weld up, and then should be good to go. So that's it now. Blended, just going over hot pass with a torch. Just double check that that's not going to interfere with anything that I put in. For example, I think the oil pickup's here, to be fair, so it's well out of the way. I think we should be fine. And then I'll just pass over this one last time over the top. Hopefully that should all it needs, and we can throw it back on the car, get it sealed up, and it's good to go. It's a really good sign as well. It's leaking oil all over my floor, which is good. So that means the filter wasn't starved, so engine probably wasn't starved of anything. That's good news. So I've just tightened it all down, and frustratingly where someone had bodged all that sealant, there's actually a crack there, so I'm gonna have to drain it, take it off and go again. Probably can't see it, but there's a, yeah, you can, the camera's getting it, there's a crack there. That's where it was weeping from. Decided to take the level sensor out and just see what was going on down here, because I didn't trust it, to be honest, and I didn't want to weld to it, so yeah, trash. Turns out the 1.8 turbo is the exact same level sensor, so I've just had an old one lying about, so I'm gonna throw that one on it. So that's it all welded up, cleaned all the edges off, ready for some sealant, and just left the weld on for now because I don't want any leaks. So hopefully that should be good to go. So just there was a hairline crack that I missed. So if it focus, where are we up to? About halfway on the dipstick there. Moment of truth. Buzzing about that. Sounds better than it did before. Just needed a service. It was just live telling me it was due a service. So I'm happy about that. Leave that running now, and I'll inspect to see if there's any more leaks or anything, or if I've missed anything. Hopefully not. There's nothing on the floor at the minute whilst the oil's been settling. So let it run, and then yeah, should be good as new. And then just check the oil one last time. Happy. It still needs to come apart though. Turbo's absolutely pissing out. Subframes covered in oil. I want to do the exhaust. Listen to it. It's quiet. Sounds a bit louder in the workshop, to be fair. It's just quiet. Wants a load of TLC, to be honest. But yeah, buzzing, it's back together. Me being in a massive rush, I completely forgot to record and end the video. At home now. If you liked the video, let me know. If you learnt a little bit or just enjoyed watching it, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you on the next one. Peace.